Anxiety is a naturally occurring feeling, and every human will feel it. Even the ancient Stoics felt it, but used Stoicism to ground them back to reality. So in essence, it's not how to avoid anxiety, rather, it's how to conquer it. A simple Google definition defines anxiety as the anticipation of a future concern, a feeling of fear, dread, or even uneasiness. Although there are different types of anxieties in different forms, I believe that anxiety can be boiled down through philosophy to two types of categories. Category number one, highly probable events, so events that most likely will occur. And category number two, events that may or may not occur. So category number one, highly probable events. And these events can include things that most likely will happen. So for example, it could be a scheduled job interview or maybe even your first day at university. Marcus Aurelius likes to remind us in Book 4, Chapter 3I, that things have no hold on the soul. They stand there unmoving outside it. Disturbance comes only from within, from our own perceptions. When we look at an event that is either nerve-wracking, scary, or causing a feeling of uneasiness, the Stoics preach that it is not the event itself that causes that emotion, but it is our perception of the event that causes that emotion. Basically what they're saying is, in order to change the emotions that we attract from certain situations, such as nervousness or fear, we have to change our outlook on that situation itself. So for example, that job interview, most people will see that as extremely nerve-wracking or scary, but the Stoics would most likely say, look, this is your opportunity to shine, don't be scared, be excited. The next time you're in a situation that makes you feel scared or nervous, take a step back and see. See if changing the perspective of the situation changes how you feel. Category number two, events that may or may not occur. As humans, we naturally anticipate negative concerns about the future. We overthink, and that's exactly what category number two is. For example, this could be us losing our jobs in the future, or even the possibility of our car breaking down. In order to avoid that type of future thinking, Seneca writes to Lucilius in his 13th letter, and he says this: "Sometimes the sword has been checked even at the victim's throat. Men have survived their own executioners. Even bad fortune is fickle. Perhaps it will come, perhaps not. But in the meantime, it is not. So look forward to better things." Essentially, it may happen or it may not. But in the meantime, it won't. So why distress yourself further by overthinking that it might? This falls into one of the main teachings that the Stoics preached, which is not worrying about things outside of your control. So what is the solution to not worrying about negative events for the future? There are two ways to reason through this. One, be prepared. If you're, for example, going on a hike and you anticipate falling and needing a first aid kit, bring a first aid kit. Don't worry about, using the first aid kit. Be prepared to have it when the time arrives. And the second way is by staying in the present moment. The past is uncontrollable and the future is way unpredictable. The present is all we have, and that's exactly what we have to utilize. Logically think through your concerns and realize that most of the anxiety that you face is a result of your overthinking. Overthinking specifically about events that may or may not even come in the first place, exactly like Seneca states. In the meantime, it's not happening, so don't worry about it. Save yourself that extra energy and focus on the situation when it actually happens. Thank you again for watching, and if you have any other suggestions, please leave it in the comments below and I will 100% respond back. Other than that, have a great day, and remember, be stoic among the chaos.